Hello, you are brilliant. So let's start with a quiz. True or false? You got a 50-50 shot there. More joyful people would be a contribution to you, the world, your relationships. True or false? True or false? More joyful people. Right. So when did being joyful and happy create reactions like this? Where people are like, what drugs are you on? Where the standard is to be a little bit grumpy, a little bit angry, or maybe a whole lot angry, like this guy. So do you know anyone that Wolfman jacks out, right? Like raging and upset. But it seems like in our overworked community, this sometimes happens. And I contend that studies have shown that smoking is dangerous, and secondhand smoke is as well. I think that when we're stressed, overwhelmed, angry, it can affect people around us as well. Have you had that experience? Right? So consider that our behaviors, if they're not joyful, if they're upsetting, can be really toxic. And I know this one. The doctors were putting a scope down my throat to figure out, why can't I eat? And when I eat, why is there so much pain? It was pretty devastating. And we know, I'm sure you've all heard this, right? Emotions, thoughts, reality can create dis-ease in our body. So if we want to stay out of the hospital and in the joy and in the game, we have to make different choices. Here's my invitation. Be a troublemaker. Yeah, troublemakers. And here's what I mean by being a troublemaker. You do things differently. Anyone already rocking that? And here's my invitation. Choose joy. Troublemakers choose joy. Things are stressful. Things are upsetting. You find it amusing and joyful. You go against the grain, right? So consider that when other people are choosing other things, you can break those habits and patterns and choose something different. That's what troublemakers do. You choose differently. So break out of those old habits and patterns. Now, you know what? Truthfully, there is still stress in the world. This just happened to me. I'm starting a new element to my business, and it's a little bit stressful, not as much as the ABCs. But I was going to this networking event where I knew nobody, and I had a choice. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna freak? Am I gonna laugh? What happened was I found my great starting spot. I was like, I don't know anybody, but I should start talking to people. Over in the corner, up on the edge, I saw a platter of cookies. Perfect place to start. Lower the stress, up the sugar. So I get my cookie and I look out at the crowd of 65, 70 people. I'm like, I wonder who I should talk to. And I took a step forward to the crowd, wondering who I'll be like, hello, I'm Maureen. And I biffed. What? Who put that step there? It wasn't there 8 seconds ago. I tripped. I saved the cookie. I didn't break a tooth or anything. But the first thing I did wasn't freak out, run, and hide. The first thing I did was laugh. And I looked, who can I laugh with about this? And I saw 2 people at the bar, and I was like, hi, I'm the one here that was tripping. I mean, no, I'm not really tripping. Let me clarify, I'm not tripping. This is just a cookie, I think. This is just a cookie. The truth is, in any situation, we have a choice on how we respond. Is laughter an option that can change things energetically for us? Troublemakers choose laughter. Sometimes it might need to be internal laughter. You don't want to make the people upset. But consider this. Here's one of my favorite questions. This tool changes things for my clients all the time. You feel stuck, maybe you feel stressed. What's amusing about this that I'm not yet aware of? It's gonna be a funny story. Come on, who's had a date? You're like, this is bad news. But later it was a funny story. So get there sooner. So the question is, what's amusing about this that I'm not yet aware of? Because when you can find that amusing angle, it is so much more freeing for our systems, for our energy, for the people around us. Down with the grumpletons, up with the spirit, the more freed, break free of those chains, that reaction that says I have to be stressed or anything other than that. So hands up if you're willing to be a troublemaker. Hands together if you're willing to be a troublemaker. Seriously, I think for almost every situation, you can find amusement. If you can't call me, I will laugh at you. I will laugh with you. I will laugh with you. Choose joy. The world is thirsty for it.